my broadcast. Another day stream because I work later this afternoon. So going live won't be until super late tonight. So we are going to talk about various Supreme Court decisions because they're fucking assholes. Also, what have I done since I ended stream last night and started stream now? I slept. I tried watching the House of Dragons Game of Thrones, or the House of Dragons, but I fell asleep. So I have to watch that later. And then I finally crawled into bed and I slept in as much as I could. Popped in the Soph stream this morning, cozy stream, still going. It was her birthday yesterday, so kind of a birthday stream for her. It is chaos in there, but chaos in a good way. Let me give Cozy a shout out here. What's up, Labyrinth Master? Welcome in, welcome in. For those that weren't here, we raided Labyrinth last night because he was going to play Raft with other friend of the stream, Crab Cakes, and Labyrinth is trying to get to affiliate, so we're trying to help him out. So please check them out.
Be fast. And then it does this, and it looks like, wait, it looks like I'm changing into a zombie. Do you see it?
Sidekicks having issues, I think. Oh, it's a goldfish game. Did you get some newer clips? Yeah. I clip kind of throughout my stream, and then I go back at the end of every stream and kind of make sure that I clip the proper spots. So if you give me a second, I'm going to set things up a little bit.
From the Supreme.
Dude, what the fuck? Dude, fuck YouTube. So I'm looking for a video to explain the Chevron case, and it's literally all fucking right-wing. It's all right-wing channels. That's crazy. It is crazy. Like, so the other thing is conservatives and right-wing commentators claim that, like, oh, all their policies are all fucking like common sense and like it's 100% the truth. Dude, if it was the truth, you wouldn't have to spend billions and billions and billions of dollars to fucking propagandize shit and trick people into thinking that your shit is good. It's like watching Fox. Yeah.
In a major victory.
Dude, and then they sit there and fucking complain that they're being fucking censored, despite the fact that literally Facebook, the top 10 news articles every fucking day is from a conservative media outlet. Whether it's Dan Bongino or Fox News or any of that shit. It's fucking dumb. I just don't understand it. This is annoying as fuck. Okay, so all right, let's do. All right, I'm trying to figure out. All right, all right, let's do this. Turn that music off. Okay, so as the title says, the grand unelected wizards on the Supreme Court have overturned the Chevron deference, which basically said that federal agencies had the right to enforce regulations that Congress kind of put in place because the federal agencies are employed by experts in their field within the agency. So they are the ones that are tasked with, figuring out how to enforce policies and whatnot. However, the Grand Wizard said, actually, we're smarter than them. So we're going to have it defer to us eventually down the road. So no agency has any right or power to enforce regulations. So basically, this is a framework where conservatives are just going to dismantle literally every federal agency. And the reason that they're doing this is so that corporations and shareholders can make as much money as possible. But we'll watch a little clip here of the Associated Press talking about it, and then we're going to dive into what it actually means in a deeper context because I explained it as best I could. So, yeah.
In a major victory for conservative and business interests, the Supreme Court overruled a 40-year-old case that had made it easier to sustain governmental regulations on the environment, consumer protection, public health, and workplace safety. The decision today got rid of a case known as Chevron, which basically says that when federal laws are not crystal clear, judges should defer to the experts who work at federal agencies when trying to discern whether the regulations that they've imposed comply with federal law. The Supreme Court, in a decision in which the 6 conservative justices joined, said that judges have more of a role to play than the Chevron decision said, that judges shouldn't defer to agency experts when statutes are unclear, that's the work of judges. The Supreme Court has made it harder.
That is fucking crazy. That is crazy to say that judges are the ones that have to make a decision on if someone is violating federal regulations. How can you not rely on experts in a said field? That's like saying myself, who has a master's degree in meteorology, actually, I can make the decision on if brain surgery is okay, or if a specific routine within the brain surgery is okay, like tapping a piece of the brain's okay. That's fucking insane. Why not go to a brain surgeon specialist to figure out what the fuck is correct? This is fucking crazy.
For federal prosecutors to use.
Goodbye trans rights. Yeah, goodbye trans rights. Goodbye civil rights. Goodbye environmental protections. Goodbye labor protections. Goodbye federal regulations. Goodbye safe air travel. Goodbye all that shit.
Use an obstruction charge that is faced by hundreds of people who participated in the January 6th, 2021 attack on the Capitol, and also is faced by former President Donald Trump. It's not clear how broadly the decision will affect the January 6th cases, or whether President Trump's charges will be affected. Special counsel Jack Smith, who has brought the charges against Trump in Washington, D.C., has said that no matter how the court ruled, Trump's case would proceed and the charges wouldn't be affected.
Yeah, insane behavior. I mean, this is the United States. Insane is normal. And when insane is like, when the normal's insane, that means just everybody's crazy. Like, the last week has been so fucking demoralizing. The awful debate performance by Biden, despite the fact that Trump was just as fucking inept as Biden. These fucking decisions. Also, the Supreme Court came down with like multiple other awful decisions. But we'll continue with the Chevron decision here. How the Supreme Court's massive Chevron decision will affect climate policy. So this is talking about the specifics of the Chevron decision. I'll get to that in a little bit. I'm gonna go with the CNN article. As the Supreme Court's blockbuster Chevron ruling puts countless regulations in jeopardy. Major Supreme Court ruling Friday that shifted power from the executive branch to the judiciary stands to transform how the federal government works. By overturning the 1984 precedent, the court's conservative majority had made countless regulations vulnerable to legal challenge. Types of executive branch moves that ruling jeopardizes include planning to put Wi-Fi in school buses, a new ban on non-compete clauses, healthcare coverage rules being implemented through Obamacare, and the latest plan to forgive student debt. There is no substantive area that this doctrine does not touch. The so-called Chevron doctrine, named after the case Chevron versus Natural Resources Defense Council, told courts to defer to an agency's interpretation of a statute in circumstances which the law in question is vaguely written. The precedent is deeply entrenched in administrative law, with Republican and Democratic administrations alike using it to shield regulatory action from legal attack. Essentially, any time where an agency has a dispute with either an individual or some other entity, sometimes even the federal government versus the state government, Chevron deference could come up, says Thomas Berry, a legal fellow at Cato Institute. God, the Cato Institute is a right-wing think tank as well. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the opinion overruling the precedent, writing an ideological split 6-3 court that courts must exercise their independent judgment in deciding whether an agency has acted within its statutory authority. Roberts Courts has been chipping away at the precedent over the years, but in the case before the justices this term, 2 lawsuits challenging regulations requiring that fishermen pay environmental monitors they are required to carry on their boats. The High Court dealt the final blow. So basically, from what I gather of this case, fishing companies had to have an environmental monitor on their boats, and the federal agency said that the fishing company had to pay the federal monitors. This is why the court came. This is why the case came up, and I'm willing to bet that right-wing think tanks jumped on this case and funded the living shit out of it to make sure that this case got brought to the 6-3 conservative supermajority on the Supreme Court. Roberts said the new opinion should not be used to upend previous cases upholding regulations absent of special justification, but it literally upends the Chevron decision. Justice Elena Kagan, in dissent joined by the court's 2 other liberals, questioned whether that threshold would really constrain the ruling's reach, given the possibility of new lawsuits against regulations that went unchallenged because of the protections of Chevron, as well as the ability of the lower courts to find a special justification in almost any circumstance. For now, opponents of regulations are constrained by a 6-year statute of limitation for challenging executive branch actions under the relevant law, but the Supreme Court has yet to decide a case heard this term might gut that limitation. That decision is expected Monday. Great. I'm sure that decision fucking came down already. Consumer safeguards. Agencies charged with consumer protection, such as the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and the Federal Trade Commission, often face opposition from financial service firms and other private sector companies, which may claim the new rules constrain their ability to compete or cost them too much. Big issues like what shows up on your credit report, what fees banks and other consumer service providers can charge, how lenders make credit decisions, and rules governing the protection of consumers from scams and frauds. Lawsuits that block these regulations could be costly for consumers, advocates say. Yeah, because there's not enough wealth distribution from the working class up to the wealthy as it is. So I'm glad this decision came down to make it easier for fucking corporations and the wealthiest among us to continue to take money away out of our pockets. It's great. Adam Russ, Director of Financial Services at the Consumer Federation of America, pointed to a recent ruling in Texas in which a federal court paused CFPB's new rule limiting credit card late fees. Hi, Plank. Welcome in. Every day that the rule remains stayed, consumers pay $27 million in late fees that they otherwise would not have paid if the rule were in place. Yeah, great. I love that financial services and all this stuff is just making millions and millions and millions of dollars on this shit. Giving power to the judicial branch to interpret how agencies can apply consumer laws when there are statutory ambiguities will hurt consumers and rubber stamp the political aims of activist judges, Russ said, adding that it will also limit the ability of consumer advocates to weigh in on regulatory policy. I can't get a meeting with the Supreme Court, but I can get a meeting with the CFPB, Russ said, referring to public comments solicited by the agency while regulations are crafted. I don't think many in the public are up to writing in an amicus brief. That's actually a good line. So So the other thing with these agencies is they're kind of the face of any kind of consumer protections, so that you can directly talk to these agencies if you have a concern about something that's happening either in your life or something that you're observing that you don't believe is correct. These agencies can then consult the experts within the agency to verify if the claims are correct or not, and if further action needs to be taken. Overtime pay, benefits, workplace retirement plans, and minimum wage, independent contractors, and employee rights to unionize are just some of the critical workplace issues for which guardrails set by agencies charged with enforcing workplace laws may be contested more vociferously than they already are now. Yeah, so that's basically what has happened since the Reagan era with the Supreme Court decisions and kind of the Federalist mission to shove in as many right-wing judges as possible, is they were trying to eviscerate any kind of labor regulations, and especially unions, because they know that unions are very powerful and can actually shut down corporations and prevent corporations from abusing the workers, whether it be poor working conditions or poor pay. So they have done everything in their ability to eviscerate any kind of union protections, both Republican and Democrat appointed judges and Republican and Democrat parties, because they're literally funded by corporations and billionaires. The decision may immediately affect a hot button rule issued this year by the Federal Trade Commission banning non-compete clauses in employer contracts, a regulation the agency says could benefit 1 in 5 U.S. workers, but is being challenged by business groups. So what the non-competes do is that when you leave a company, you are not allowed to work with another company within that same field as the previous company that you were leaving. So the Federal Trade Commission ruled those illegal, and that allows people to start working right away within likely the field of their expertise. The non-compete case is among the most vulnerable, along with many Securities and Exchange Commission cases. Oh, that's shocking. The Securities and Exchange Commission cases, you know, the wealthiest trying to fucking bypass laws of the market and everything to make an extra couple pennies. When it comes to regulatory agencies like the Department of Labor, the National Labor Relations Board, and the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, they will no longer be able to give an automatic advantage when a case is brought challenging how they chose to interpret a law. What the decision changes is that the agency no longer gets a boost when it comes into court. If a case was like a race, the agency often started a few legs ahead. Today, it starts at the same line as a challenger, said Alexander McDonald, a partner and member of the Workplace Policy Institute at Lidler, a law firm representing employers. Oh, a law firm representing employers. That's definitely right wing. And they're definitely trying to paint it in like, oh, yeah, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. They're just starting at the same point, except the fact that they're not starting at the same point, because literally our entire country and our entire government is run by 6 different corporations. So the thumb is on the scale with the corporations and businesses. When it comes to supporting and upholding workers' rights and protections, the ruling on its face may not signal the courts would necessarily disadvantage federal agencies, said Sharon Block, a Harvard Law School professor and executive director of its Center for Labor and a Just Economy. But practically speaking, if a court or particular judge is hostile to a given issue, that may tip the scales against them. The ruling says courts may be informed by the agency's interpretation. That also means they may not. It's up to them. Jesus Christ. Of course the fucking courts aren't going to ask for help from the agencies because they think they're the best people in the world. They think they're the smartest people in the world, but they're just fucking debate perverts that wear fucking wizard's robes. The least democratic part of the government will determine what kind of protections the American people have that Congress has entrusted to agencies. With this ruling, she said, the Supreme Court has sent an engraved invitation to aggressive challenges to anything these agencies do. Great. Awesome. I'm so happy that federal agencies aren't going to be able to enforce anything. Welcome back, pollution. Welcome back, unmitigated CO2 emissions. Welcome back, corporations, disastrously fucking dirtying up the environment and not having to clean it up. Welcome back, oil spills. With this ruling, she said the Supreme Court has said that already. Potential weakening of patient and consumer health care protections. Friday's ruling could open the door to legal challenges to the decisions made by the government's public health agencies, with the American Cancer Society and other health associations warning in a friend of the court brief that the reversal of Chevron could unleash a litigation tsunami, even on long-settled policy. I thought you were welcoming viewers back for a second. I was like, CO2 pollution is a weird name. Welcome in, Chief Owl. Shit. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, through its Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, rely heavily on flexibility as Chevron deference provides to manage a highly detailed and sometimes unavoidably complex regulatory process. On Medicaid alone, the law is what one federal judge famously described as almost intelligible to the uninitiated. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, the people that are most vulnerable among us will not be able to get fucking healthcare because of these fucking ghouls. These ghouls with this ruling are literally, oh God, they're literally ruling that the agencies that protect these people and interpret the law that the judges themselves can't actually interpret, can't actually enforce the regulations. I mean, I did a video on Abraham Lincoln. Please check out my YouTube page. The video is very good. And Lincoln actually had a policy of rewriting laws to make them more for the layman, making sure that it's spelled out clearly what the law is actually pertaining to. But obviously, we know that doesn't work. And the fact that corporations have literally bought our politicians and purposely written the laws in a vague way so that they can get away with it until they actually get challenged by agencies and everything. But fuck, God damn it. It's so frustrating. The law is created to allow these health agencies the authority to regulate the country's complex health sector were written in purposely ambiguous ways, legal scholars say. Ambiguity was necessary to give the agencies the flexibility to use their technical and scientific expertise to make the countless real-world policy decisions that make up the regulatory foundation of the programs that directly affect the health of nearly every American. Okay, I understand at that point. There's only two good ghouls, a dead one and Walter Goggins. I agree. The multitude of Health and Human Services Department regulations that govern the Affordable Care Act, exchanges, Medicaid, Medicare, insurance company, and more could now easily be challenged in court. Several regulations, including those involving the Affordable Care Act's federal premium tax credits, annual out-of-pocket limits, and the adequacy of in-network doctor options and preventative health services at no cost to patients, could be subject to litigation by those seeking to challenge the agency's interpretations of the congressional statutes, according to the KFF, a nonprofit health policy research and polling organization. Basically, it's saying that our healthcare system, which is based on private industry, meaning that all they give a shit about is profit, will litigate the living shit out of all agencies to get as much money as possible. Because all of these here, the Affordable Care Act's premium tax credits, the annual out-of-pocket limits, the adequacy in-network doctor options, and preventative health services at no cost to patients, affects their bottom line. It affects their shareholder earnings. So this ruling is literally powered by corporations trying to make as much money as possible and take as much money out of working class people's pockets. Working class people want to buy shit. They want to be able to pay for shit. But like, if you continue to have corporations nickel and dime people, and you do this for every corporation within the country, working class people aren't going to be able to buy your products. So your profits are going to fucking falter anyway. This is also opening the door to fucking fascism on the rise, because what's going to happen is working class people are going to be seeing that their world around them is crumbling, and they're going to turn to reactionary policies of Donald Trump and the furthest of the right of the Republicans, and they're going to lean into that, and then we're going to end up with fucking concentration camps and shit. In addition, challengers could have more chances of success in lawsuits against HHS regulations issued by the Biden administration that ban healthcare providers and insurers from discriminating based on gender identity, sexual orientation, and that interpret the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, such known as HIPAA. I mentioned earlier in the stream that civil rights are going to be fucking violated because of this decision. And this is a great example because healthcare providers are going to stop giving. Basically, if a healthcare provider provides any kind of healthcare, they're losing money. So if they can discriminate in any way possible against any of their patients, that prevents them from spending money on said patients. So that allows them to make more money. So, like, literally, healthcare providers try not to actually provide healthcare. Isn't the United States great? Known as HIPAA, as prohibiting disclosure of information on reproductive healthcare, including abortion, said Andrew Twanamasiko, a director at O'Neill Institute of National and Global Health Law at Georgetown University. It really moves away from the understanding that we have a robust scientific community that protects our health. We'll have everybody coming in and second-guessing what these agencies are doing, thereby creating this chaos, also a lack of trust in the system. Other programs could be in jeopardy, including FDA's fast-track approval process, with which the agency has sole discretion over which drugs or device qualify for expedited approval. Some scholars say the FDA approval process as a whole could also be undermined by Chevron's reversal. Drugs and devices are approved by the FDA based on evidence that companies submit from what the law calls adequate and well-controlled investigations. However, the definition of such an investigation is left up to the FDA interpretation. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is fucking insane. Oh my God, this is so devastating. Like, my cousin texted me this and he's like, hey, Scotus overruled Chevron. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I haven't read up on it. I'm not sure of it. But like, the more and more I read about this, the more and more frustrated I get that we're literally going to have like no protections as like individual citizens for corporations just raking us over the coals, or corporations just sending as much fucking pollutants in the air as possible and completely fucking up our lungs, which then we'll need healthcare, and then we're going to get denied healthcare. We're not a serious country. We're not a serious country. We're a third world country with a Gucci belt. Challenges tech regulations such as new net neutrality rules. The end of Chevron could complicate the U.S. government's efforts to regulate data brokers, social media platforms, generative art, artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, and more as agencies scramble to interpret the congressional mandates to fit those new challenges. Shifting regulatory power from agencies to the courts gives well-resourced companies with armies of lawyers even more power to fend off regulations they view as harmful to their bottom line. Congress rarely gets anything done on tech, so agencies do most of the regulatory work. But if the court reduces their rulemaking power, it would be particularly helpful in protecting the major tech platforms against new regulations that currently appear likely if Biden is reelected. In the telecom sector, Chevron has been a major reason the Federal Communications Commission is recognized as having the power to regulate and deregulate internet service providers. Using that authority, the agency voted in April to restore net neutrality rules for ISPs, prohibiting them from blocking and slowing down websites, a move that instantly triggered industry lawsuits. Great. So this is also hilarious because the internet service providers said that the repealing of net neutrality wouldn't lead to them slowing down certain websites or anything like that. But then as soon as they implement the net neutrality, which puts it on the books that they're not allowed to do that, they just trigger all the fucking lawsuits. Like, I just don't. It's so frustrating that these corporations are speaking out of one side of their mouth, and then the other side, they're just they're lying. It just pisses me off so much. Like, our country is formed to take care of people. Societies are formed to take care of people. If you take care of people, everything kind of falls into place. Crime rates are down. Education is up. When we cater to corporations, all of that shit goes away. When all you give a fuck about is the profit, that profit doesn't go to working people. This trickle-down economics is bullshit. It's just a way to scam working class people out of the value that they're creating and continue to oppress them and keep them under the thumb of the wealthiest among us. For quite some time, Chevron has been dead letter for several reasons. By and large, Chevron is no longer cited, let alone relied on in lower courts. Faced with hostile Supreme Court, the EPA has relied on Chevron less and less in recent years. Still, the end of the precedent takes another tool out of the agency's legal toolbox. For instance, the Supreme Court in 2014 cited Chevron to uphold a version of the EPA's so-called Good Neighbor Rule, which addresses the problem of air pollution that travels across state lines. The Supreme Court put the latest iteration of the regulation in hold last week after a lower court in that decision did not cite Chevron. Said the new pollution rules could be implemented. Overturning Chevron could also theoretically hamstring a future Republican administration trying to implement its own rules. Chevron's reversal doesn't eliminate agency authority. It shifts the burden of how you interpret a statute, said Ann Carlson, the former acting administrator of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and environmental law professor at the University of California in Los Angeles. In her view, the major questions doctrine, which says agencies can't regulate things of major economic or political significance if Congress hasn't given them explicit authority to do so, is what to watch. Major questions, if used often and effectively to attack EPA and other agencies, could render them useless because it argues they cannot operate without Congress passing laws explicitly giving them approval to do things, Carlson and other environmental law experts said. Given extreme political polarization, things often move at a glacial pace in Congress. Whether the Supreme Court is overturning Chevron or reviving major questions, David Doninger, a senior federal strategist at the Natural Resources Defense Council, told CNN their goal is enfeebling the federal government. Like I said, what these interpretations do is it allows right-wing think tanks and the corporations that fund these right-wing think tanks to continue to whittle away the federal government, which is often used to protect the population. When they say limited government, they want literally zero government, because any kind of government that exists opens up the door to regulations that are going to affect shareholders' value and the profits of corporations. We are a country whose government is run by like 6 corporations in a trench coat. That's what it is. This country isn't run by and for the people. It's all a lie. All these grand wizard decisions is just absolutely eviscerating the quality of life that we're ever going to have as a country, and probably fucking over the rest of the world. But it's 2024, and this is where we're at. All right. So let's read an article, how the Supreme Court's decision affects climate policy. As someone who has a master's degree in meteorology, I originally, prior to my studies, was skeptical of climate change and global warming. I had thought that we were in a warming period, and the Earth is in a cyclical nature, has warming and cooling periods. So I believe that we were in a warming period now. However, after my studies and looking at the evidence and all of that stuff, I have found that climate change and global warming is 100% a thing and has been created by our burning of fossil fuels. Because if you look at the data, the heavy increase in CO2, it correlates with the heavy increase in temperature. And yes, it is cyclical. However, the rate of increase in temperature that we have seen over this period of time since the Industrial Revolution has been faster than we have ever seen over hundreds of thousands of years. So that is what global warming and climate change is. It is the increased rate of heating that does not match up with previous trends that we have seen here. And the big correlation is the increase in CO2 since the start of the Industrial Revolution. The U.S. just set sail in a new era of climate and environmental policy. Why it matters. The Supreme Court ruling Friday constrains what the Beltway's vast bureaucracies can do without detailed instruction from Congress. The conservative majority ended Chevron deference, the 40-year-old doctrine that gave regulators a wide berth when underlying laws are ambiguous. It follows a 2022 ruling that already curtailed the executive running room on major questions absent clear Capitol Hill marching orders. Here's a field guide in this new world. Puts more weight on the IRA. White House climate policy is carrots and sticks approach. The 2022 climate law offers huge subsidies for low carbon energy, while regulations are the stick. Now, the power effectively forces energy companies, automakers, manufacturers, and more to curb pollution has been reduced unless Congress steps in, which Congress won't step in because we are run by corporations. Meeting U.S. climate goals got harder. The ruling means even more legal peril for recent EPA rules on power plants, cars, and more, analysts said. The power plant rule is now more likely than ever to be stayed or overturned just in time to assist construction of new power plants to meet data center demand. The Chevron ruling in the 2022 decision will play in challenges other agencies' efforts such as the SEC climate disclosure rules. Going forward, it will likely be harder to write new climate rules based on the nation's bedrock environmental laws, which are decades old. They're bedrock environmental laws because they've stood up to the test of time, and they are literally the foundation of environmental regulations and protecting the environment. The balance of power changed a lot. It authorizes a more muscular posture by the judiciary when reviewing decisions of administrative agencies, said Carrie Coglianis, a UPenn Law School expert on regulations, in a statement. It's hard to imagine given Capitol Hill's polarization, but down-the-line ruling could help spur revisions to decades-old environmental laws. Arguably, the effective removal of Chevron deference from power regulations may improve the chances of more mainstream congressional activity to fill the void. Agencies have new homework assignments. The two rulings will force bureaucratic officials to operate under very different parameters. If I were making a new rule today, I would seek to document, clarify the extent to which the central aspects of the rules are tied to factual, technical, and policy determinations, said Michael Berger, executive director of Columbia University's Sabin Center for Climate Change Law. I would spend a lot less time offering legal rationales for why the decision represents a reasonable and permissible interpretation of an ambiguous statute. Lobbying just changed too. Major business groups like the U.S. Chamber of Commerce joined conservative activists in urging SCOTUS to nix Chevron. No fucking way. Get out of here. Now business lobbyists and lawyers hope to influence the shape of future regulations in post-Chevron world. U.S. Chamber CEO Suzanne P. Clark, in a statement, said the powerful group would urge courts to faithfully interpret statutes that govern federal agencies to ensure federal agencies act in a reasonable and lawful manner. Basically, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce is saying, hey, rule in our favor. Hi, Escal. Leah Dempsey of the firm Brownstein Hyatt Farber Schreck tells Politico the ruling will create a lot more work for trade associations, K Street, and law firms. Bottom line, Washington is waking up to a new world. Great. Love it. I saw this reel. Actually, Escal shared this reel with me. Basically explaining the Chevron rule.
Chevron because
Let
they
me refresh it.
Something really bad happened today, and it's going to affect you in ways you don't realize. Now, every Republican in your life is cheering about overturning Chevron because they were told by GOP representatives who are paid by corporations that this will encourage Congress to pass clear laws and it will take away power from unelected bureaucrats. That is bullshit. That's not what happened here. So what the Chevron deference doctrine does is it says that when
I love the bleep in the captions and the bleep on the sound, but he still says it.
Congress passes a statute, they then mandate federal agencies to implement that statute, to actually get it done. Well, you need experts for those sort of things. If you have an energy bill, you're going to want scientists to work on that. If you have a labor and employment bill, you're going to want labor experts to work on that. What the Chevron deference does is it protects you from Congress people who have no idea what they're doing, judges who have no experience in the field, from implementing the wrong thing. But by overturning this, the Supreme Court has now said that they have the final say in what gauge of steel are we going to use for railroads, what are time entry requirements going to be on a Kronos platform. They have anointed themselves as experts in everything, when all the right wing and SCOTUS seems to do these days is quote scripture and go on fishing trips with billionaires. This is bad. This is really bad. Something really...
Yeah, this is great. Shit's fucking annoying. The unelected Grand Wizards fucking anointing themselves as experts in every field. Work, of course, you talk about stuff I care about while I'm at work. Wait, I recognize that video? Yeah, Escal, I said before I played this video that you shared it with me. And I wanted to share it on stream. Also, you can watch the VOD, Escal. The VOD will exist. LOL, imagine me being at work and having to have you muted. Oh, that is true. Speaking of muting you again, BRB. Oh. All right. I wanted to talk about this real quick. So the Supreme Court also made another decision that prevented the settlement for Purdue Pharma that shielded Sacklers from any future civil lawsuits. So they did one good thing. So this is like a full-blown interview. I don't want to kind of go through every single answer. But yeah, so let's kind of go through what the actual decision was, based on the host's summary of it. So the U.S. Supreme Court released a bunch of big opinions last week. One of the most consequential lands at the heart of America's deadly opioid crisis, which is still killing more than 70,000 people in the U.S. every year. Justices tossed out a bankruptcy deal valued at more than $7 billion involving Purdue Pharma, maker of OxyContin, and the company's owners, members of the Sackler family. NPR addiction correspondent, yada, yada, yada. Justices focused on one question. Can members of the Sackler family get immunity from opioid lawsuits from a bankruptcy court without filing for bankruptcy themselves? And a slim 5-4 majority gave us their answer. The justices said no. This major opinion, written by Justice Neil Gorsuch, found the bankruptcy court exceeded its authority, creating this complex deal. It would have forced people to give up their civil lawsuits against the Sacklers. The court is doing a reset here and saying there is no authority to protect the Sacklers, who are not bankruptcy filers themselves, at least against claimants who have not agreed to settle with them. Basically saying the Sacklers can't get immunity because they're not filing for bankruptcy, only the company is. Gorsuch nods at the terrible harm caused by the prescription opioid crisis by this company, Purdue Pharma, in particular. Hundreds of thousands of people have died from overdoses. A lot of public health experts say members of the Sackler family, who led this company, played a big role in that. If it goes back to the bankruptcy court, it means the Sackler family has said, they put out a statement saying, we're open to negotiating again, and that means they're going to have to work with states, victims, their families, and all the various groups to come up with a new deal. And the thing is, Aisha, last time, it took them about 3 years to negotiate a deal. So some advocates I spoke with are really anxious to get this next round started. I think everybody wants this done in an expeditious way. It is important to get to the table and negotiate something that puts victims first very quickly. One thing to remember is that while these talks are happening again, the Sacklers could face a wave of civil lawsuits since they don't have immunity now. Those suits could all add pressure for them to reach a new deal, and they could wind up paying a lot more money. Good. They should pay a fuck ton of money because their literal decisions caused so much harm within the population, so many people to overdose and turn to heroin and then eventually turn to fentanyl. Let's talk about the money. Roughly $7 to $8 billion was on the table here. Will the loss or delay of this money affect opioid settlement money from different corporations? That's a question I've been hearing a lot, but no, this case is actually separate from other opioid settlements that have already been finalized, and many of which are already paying out. So companies like Johnson & Johnson, CVS, Walmart, they've agreed to nearly $50 billion in settlement, and some of that money is already in the hands of state and local governments. John Oliver did a piece on these settlements, and this settlement money is actually going towards shit that it shouldn't be going towards. It's going towards cops. It's going towards fucking filling potholes and shit like that. Highly recommend that video. That was actually a very good video. I'm going to find it real quick, and I'm going to post it in the chat. If you give me a second. Is this it?
To it. 75% of heroin users started with a prescription opioids, drugs like oxy.
Oh, this is literally. Oh, this is from 2016. Fuck. Oh, they're uploading all of their episodes again? That's fucking cool. Oh, that's awesome. They're uploading the full episodes from all of last week tonight. Ah, here it is. I found it. So here's the John Oliver piece on opioid settlements. And like I said, I caught up on John Oliver on Saturday night, and they were all good. And then this fucking segment pissed me off to see that the money that these opioid settlements accrued don't actually go towards helping victims or rehabilitation centers or safe testing for people. So please go check this out. One thing I think we should point out is that a group that is directly affected by this week's ruling, this Purdue Pharma deal, had set aside $750 million to go directly to victims and families. That's something that those corporate settlements didn't do. So there are a lot of people who are expecting money from this deal who have been harmed by OxyContin who are going to have to wait. This ruling goes beyond the opioid crisis. Like, why does the precedent of the Sackler case matter? It's because the Sacklers and what they're doing isn't that unique. We've seen over the last decade a lot of wealthy companies, individuals, and even nonprofits, in some cases, creating similar bankruptcy schemes where they want to get legal protections without actually going bankrupt first. Because the Supreme Court said no here to the Sackler-Purdue Pharma bankruptcy maneuver, legal experts say it's going to make a lot harder for other wealthy players, other corporations especially, to effectively game the bankruptcy system. Yeah, so this was actually a decent decision made by the Supreme Court. So, I think John Roberts does this so that he could turn around and be like, see, we're doing good stuff. But in reality, like 95% of their decisions are just fucking awful. So, all right, chat. That covers all the stuff that I wanted to cover today. I didn't really do any reading on other stuff to cover. We could do reacts when I get back. But I need some water and I need some food in my system. And I need to run in the top of the hour ad break, because the top of every hour I run a 3-minute ad break. If you want to avoid the ads, you can pay $5 for a subscription for another 10 days. Or you could get lucky and get gifted a sub. Or you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and get a free monthly subscription to your favorite streamer. Hopefully you give that free Daddy Bezos money to me. Or hopefully you give it to somebody else like SCow or So Freely or Little Bear or something like that. But here comes a 3-minute ad break now, and I'm going to get water, and I'm going to come back and make a decision on what we're going to do for the rest of stream. So, that being said, here comes a 3-minute ad break. All right. So, chat, I have an addiction. I need to satisfy that addiction. I'm going to play some Helldivers. So, what's up, Barricade? Welcome in. So, I'm bummed out with the Scotus decisions. And I want to satisfy my addiction. So, I'm going to spread some democracy to make myself feel better. That's what we're going to do. But welcome in to the day stream. I like this day stream stuff. I feel like I have way more energy. The decision on the opioid thing, yeah. Kind of. I was talking mainly the decision on the Chevron doctrine, or whatever it's called. We were just reviewing it and how it's completely gonna fuck over everybody. And they've also done other decisions that are going to be harmful to working class people and just kind of citizens in general.
Super Earth, our home. Prosperity. Liberty. Hi there.
Okay, I actually got to do something else. That was a mistake eating something because now I'm really hungry. The Chevron is consolidation of power, essentially, yeah. Kind of. It basically what happened is the Chevron decision says that federal agencies don't actually have any power to enforce regulations, and that the judiciary actually has all of the power to make decisions that experts should be making, which is why agencies exist. Agencies have experts that have been studying the field for years, if not decades, and have PhDs in that field to make decisions on regulations for that corporations and businesses and individuals have to follow. But the Supreme Court basically ruled that actually we have the final authority to say whether the regulation is constitutional or if the defendant has violated said regulations, or if the regulation should exist in the first place. So it's great. What the? It's great. Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Let's see if I won the lottery.
Super Earth, our home. Prosperity. Liberty. Hi there. Democracy. Our way of life. Oh, hello.
I didn't win the lottery, chat. There's always tonight and tomorrow, though.
Doesn't come free.
Yikes, goodbye, natural resources. Sounds like a gold rush. Yeah, it will be. Hey, but shareholders are going to get their value, baby. That's all that matters.
Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. You could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force. See exotic new life forms. And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy. Become a hero. Become a legend. Become
a legend, chat. Can't be happy with stagnant wealth. Got to keep accumulating. Forever growth, baby. Forever growth. Forever growth. We all know where that leads to, historically speaking, what happens. We're kind of going towards accelerationism at this point. All right, let's fucking do this. Let's eradicate some bugs and automatons. All right, I'm gonna double check CPU usage again here, just because it's something that really irritates me. Graphics, space quality low. All right, that's fine. All right, chat. So my goal is to get 150 rare samples, because I'm trying to get this blast absorption here. But yeah. Keep pulling all the resources out of the support structure of society for the 0.01% and the whole thing comes crashing down. Okay, I'm done. That's fucking horrible. I'll stop raining. Kill all the bugs and robots. Barricade? You haven't been here very long, but literally this stream is about bitching and moaning about our political system and how working class people are getting fucked up while playing video games or doing anything at all. So you are doing exactly what this stream is all about. So don't apologize. Don't apologize. This is what we do.
There is only one choice that truly matters. Democracy.
I'm doing my part. 07. So funny that you use 07 there. As a subscriber, we have a salute that you can use in here or any other channel with the little ghosty giving a salute themselves. That was one of the first emotes that I wanted to make sure I got done. Kill 8 bottle spewers. Okay. I can do that. Oh. There we go. Urson Sands. Oh shit, we got to get through this one first to get to Urson Sands. Okay.
Let us continue our
All right,
progress.
let's do... Kill Terminids to thin their numbers. I can't do that by myself. I think I can do this one. All right, so the new test that I'm doing is having the game in full screen mode, because I've read in multiple places, and also my GE Force application that controls like my GPU recommends using the full screen because it reduces the CPU usage. So we'll see. I'm currently at 50%, so we'll see if that does it.
destroyer has joined squadron. Engaging orbital thrusters.
All right.
Orbit
All right.
supervised.
Full group. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Also, I hate that I can't see shit on the map. It's kind of annoying. Yep, that's true. Borderless is convenient for streaming, but harder on hardware. Really? That's good to know. Because borderless is way easier for streaming. And it's kind of annoying. I'm glad I have so many computer experts in my chat because I'm such a boomer. I don't know shit about anything. That scout armor is pretty cool.
Hellpod launch initiated.
So full screen is best or windowed? Full screen is best. Full screen is best for hardware, it seems. But I'm going to test it this game. We'll see what my CPU usage is like. And then I'll play this game with full screen, and then I'll play the next game with the borderless window just to compare. The one I rarely see issues. Yeah, that's probably it. But like when you're streaming doing the full screen, it's kind of difficult because I pop in and out of the game so often. And when you do full screen, the game kind of minimizes. Also, I have a pretty strong CPU. What CPU do you have? Because I have an i7. And I thought I'd have a strong enough CPU. All right. Go there. I'm good at Alt-Tab. Best is by perspective. Just depends on what you're doing. Yeah. That's understandable. Oh, fuck. Fucking stalkers. Damn it. Of course I got hit by stalkers right away. I actually use desktop 2 a lot. Oh, really? How did they get out of that? I kind of dropped this in a bad spot. Win tab. I've used desktop 2 in like when I'm in Linux environments. But I haven't really used it a ton in Windows. God damn it. Elliot only jumped 5 feet. Oh, I fucking missed. God damn it. R5 5600. Okay. Two stalkers on me. Of course that's going to go exactly like that. I have an i7, so I thought it'd be enough. So my CPU has been under 100%. I overclocked it.
Ready to deliver. Tagging map, northwest.
Awesome! Friendly fire is not friendly. I don't know what overclocked means. Does that mean that you, like, got an advanced CPU? Because you knew you were going to need it, or what? Fuck.
Dropping a pin, northwest.
Makes your CPU run hotter than it's designed to? Oh. Ryzen can tend to do a bit better for gaming? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, when I pre-built my PC,
I got the terminal.
I didn't really know that shit at all. But from what I did the research, the i7 was enough. I was gonna do an i9, but then I was talked out of it
East, 50 meters.
by a friend. Hotter meaning faster, you can do it, but it's a risk and an effort to gain performance. Oh, that makes sense.
Calling in
Fuck.
reinforcements.
Dude, fuck these stalkers. God damn it. Also speeds up performance. I have a good water cooler. I think I have a good water cooling system too. So the CPU has been well under 100% this entire game. I wish I could log the CPU usage and then actually like compare like the averages. They're a little busy right now. Oh, they're bringing me back. Sweet. Took out the stalker lair. Hey, Erebus. Welcome in. Hello, because they are optimized like shit. All right. Fuck. Fuck.
Reinforcing. How'd you like to taste of freedom?
Take them out. Oh, I forgot. You don't see the big emotes in Chatterino, do you? No, I don't. I see them on my... Oh. I see them on my stream manager, though. I'm sure Chatterino's going to come up with an update so that they show up. I'm so fucked. This is not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Hope so. Need to spread the big cheeks? Of course. It's always important to spread those big cheeks. Consensually, obviously. Dude, fuck that. I landed and I got immediately fucking eviscerated by a stalker. Honestly, I'm figuring out in this game that I need to, like, avoid my teammates. Like, I need to stay away from my teammates, because when I fight alongside my teammates, I just get fucked up. Because I have the lighter armor. But when I'm by myself, I can actually not get seen by the bugs and shit. How you doing, though? Sorry I've not been able to pop in many streams. Been having a lot of sleep issues. No, you're good, Erebus. Things have been good. I had a busy week of work last week. And I made up for not being able to work the first half of the month of June. So I paid the bills and then some, paying off the credit card from the winter, from the shitty winter. But yeah, things have been good. Played baseball yesterday. Played 2 games yesterday. We won both games. And I played pretty well. I got on base 6 out of 8 times. And I got 2 hits, one of which was a double. That should have been a triple. But I slipped rounding first base. And then I came in to run later. And I was rounding second. And I slipped around second and actually bit it and fell. Winning pog, yeah. I had to catch, though. I haven't been able to play shortstop because our starting catcher has been hurt. And we don't have another catcher, so I can't really play... Well, sorry. We don't have another catcher that catches as well as me. So I've been ended up catching. New shoes, new shoes. I ordered them last night, Barricade. I ordered them last night. I went with black New Balances. Shortstop is so fun. Yeah. I felt like that's always been my position. Because well, shortstop, you just make plays that you're not supposed to make. Fuck, I went to the wrong one. I wanted to go to the other one. And that's kind of my game. The black ones were cheaper than the white ones. And also the white ones, they didn't have the 9.5 size. And I'm hoping 9.5 is the right size. Otherwise, I'm going to be wearing my shitty ones again. Oh, wait, we don't play next week. So I can actually... So I'll actually be able to... I don't have any stims. I'm fucked. I'm out of ammo. That is why I love Hideki. I spelled it wrong for sure. Hideki wasn't a shortstop. Hideki was an outfielder. I almost definitely would have been on a base if I played I can catch well, but that's about it. Can't throw straight. Well, throwing straight's kind of important. You probably would have been first base, Erebus. Oh my god, my teammate just obliterated me. Over the 2 games, there was 0 balls in play to center. It was so hot. Yeah. Never mind, I meant cheater. How do you get Hideki and cheater mixed up, Labyrinth? God damn it. This is crazy. Fuck. Yeah, Jeter was the shortstop. The recall didn't happen properly. You're good, Labyrinth. I'm here to correct the record. That's what I do.
50 meters. Tagging map. 200 meters.
Actually, I'm gonna go do the other shit.
Southwest, 300 meters.
Fuck.
Tagging map. East, 200 meters.
There we go. I mean, let's be honest. There's a reason I don't sport. My body don't work. Well, you said your body doesn't work because of sport. when you're younger, right? Without the truth, there is no democracy. That's true. That's true. And without Helldivers, there's no democracy either. Yeah, I played sport and it broke me, so now I can't sport. That's ironic, isn't it? Dude, they need to stay away from me and just let me do this. Because it is so much fucking easier. It is so much easier when they're fucking fighting shit and I'm on my own. Because the bugs don't see me. Or the enemies don't see me at all. Nothing like dribbling an explosive. Fuck. Oh my god. Did they nerf this? Soccer is definitely a body breaking game.
Package acquired.
I mean, I guess it's the ton of running in the physicality, but I feel like running on the grass isn't as bad as like being a runner on like pavement and shit. I played keeper, broke my finger 4 weeks ago, still broken. Oh shit.
Dropping a pin. West. Far.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Supplies.
Package acquired.
Calling down a support weapon.
Dropping package.
Good, they're smart and they're staying away from me so I can get this done. I broke a finger in goal too. It still locks up sometimes. Oof.
Supplies. East. Bug tunnel breach.
All right, this is fine because we're probably not even gonna get to use these.
Marking location. Southeast.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Tagging map. West. 100 meters.
Wonderful. My knuckle is still swollen. I can't bend it all the way without pain. It's dislocated and I popped it back at the end of the game. But it had to have shattered the knuckle. Yeah. And you didn't go to the doctor because this is America. America, we don't do healthcare.
Engaging terminal.
It would have been great if you could have gone to the doctor with no mess, no fuss, right? And gotten it set properly, right? America, fuck yeah.
Dropping a pin. West. Far.
When my wife was a nurse, the doctors would do anything besides possibly buddy tape it to another finger. Oh, yeah. I guess that helps. Not much to do with fingers. I guess that helps. Having a significant other as a nurse. Makes life significantly easier. Barricade, is your wife a nurse practitioner or just a nurse? Because nurse practitioner, it's like a doctorate, right?
West. 200 meters.
for sure.
Sending in an eagle.
Nah, she's an RN. Okay.
Fire in the hole! Have a seat of democracy! Sending in an eagle. That's called democracy!
Freedom marches onward.
Sweet.
To you. You may proceed to extraction.
Dropping a
Got it.
southeast. 300 meters.
Lurk and hoping democracy goes well. Ubu. Thank you, Airbus. Appreciate the lurk. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well, bud. Well, nurse with bachelor's might be a different title, but not nurse practitioner, though. I think it's registered nurse. I think it's RN. Nurse practitioner, I think, is the equivalent of like a doctorate. And they can write like prescriptions and stuff. All right, the CPU is touching 100 right now. That's funny. Chat, if I hold it like this, the CPU jumps to 100% because of the rendering in the distance. That's crazy. That's interesting.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting air support.
Requesting orbital strike. Requesting air support.
There we go. There we go. Go. Fuck.
Requesting orbital strike. Reinforcing. Last reload.
Requesting tac pack.
Calling in extraction.
Requesting advance.
Boom.
Requesting orbital strike. Calling down a sentry.
Shit. Oh shit. Come on. God fucking damn it. Bring me back. Bring me back. Bring me back. Bring me back. Come on, bring me back. Bring me back. Bring me back. Oh shit, it fucking blew me all over the place.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Northwest. Close.
God damn it. Oh, they're gonna try to bring us back. Cool.
Dropping a pin. Northwest. 200 meters.
Dude, get on the ship.
To depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
We better have gotten...
Complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Brutal, what was that stun?
Another victory.
What do you mean the stun? That I got surrounded by all that shit and I couldn't get out of it. I was trying to stim myself. Oh, we didn't destroy all the outposts. Chad, I'm gonna grab some more food real quick.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Always good to have another hero on board.
All right, I'm back.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Zero samples extracted. Fucking great.
We will
Waste of
fight
fucking
on
time.
in the memory of those we lost. Welcome aboard, Helldiver. I look forward to
Right.
serving with you.
All right, we're gonna run a test. Now we're gonna do the portalist window and see how that does with the CPU.
Every day, millions of soldiers have their names inscribed upon the wall.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized. pod launch initiated.
All right, let's see how this goes. Also, chat, there was no issues with the desyncing that last game, right?
This is the solemn duty for which you were born. Defend democracy at any cost.
Oh my god. Good, it took out the right one. So now I can do... Oh, that was sick.
Requesting air.
Northwest, 100 meters.
Fuck.
Calling in reinforcements.
Joining the fray. Dropping a pin. South, 50 meters. Sending in an eagle.
God damn it.
Reinforcing.
Reporting to the front. Tagging map. Southeast. 50 meters.
Boat tunnel breach.
Fuck. I'm fucked.
Freedom never sleeps!
Sending in an eagle.
Sweet liberty!
Fuck.
Calling in orbital strike.
Fuck. Fuck. I didn't pick up the cannon.
Got a sample.
Oh, shit.
Dropping a pin. Southwest, 200 meters.
Not good. Not good, chat.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
So the CPU usage isn't out of control like it was previously.
Sub-objective in your vicinity.
Delivering payload.
Sending down equipment package.
Come on. There we go. Come on.
Administering freedom.
There we go.
Someone withdrawing to rearm.
Fuck me.
Deploying replacement.
Fuck. I was literally a half a second away from surviving it.
Democracy has landed.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
Fuck.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Joining the fray. Injury? What injury?
Did I take that Titan down?
Eagle 1 armed and ready. Attack underway.
Reinforcement budget running
Fuck.
low. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
God damn it! I thought I could sneak one in real quick.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Reporting to the
Ah, didn't get through it.
But tomorrow comes retribution.
So chat, the CPU usage was not that high there. surprisingly. It was actually lower than when I had it in full screen, believe it or not, which is kind of crazy. That's interesting. And that was borderless window that time.
Your fellow Helldivers rage against the enemy's tyranny. Join them. The operation proceeds smoothly.
Mission coordinates locked.
Nuke the nursery, baby. Definitely interesting. Can depend on what is happening in the game. Yeah. I'm gonna run one more game with the borderless window.
Orbit synchronized.
Hey, but whatever works, yeah. And I think it's really interesting that when I'm streaming during the day, I don't have major CPU usage problems or desyncing problems. But when I'm streaming at night, that's when it happens. So I don't know why that would have anything to do with it. It's just weird that I'm getting different results with like the same settings and stuff. Because like you keep doing the same thing over and over again and you expect different results, but at the top of every hour, you run a 3-minute ad to avoid pre-roll ads for any new viewers. If you want to avoid the ads, you can pay $5 for a subscription for another 10 days, then it'll be $6, or you can get lucky and get gifted a sub, or you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and get that free monthly subscription from Daddy Bezos. Here comes the 3-minute ad break now.
The fate of all humanity's children are in your hands. Do not let them fall.
Just sent Victus an email about UPS losing the bat. They have sent a replacement instantly, so I got that going for me, which is nice. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll get 2 bats. Maybe your other one will come.
Found something.
Fingers crossed, man. One can only hope. Yeah, it'd be sick. Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Oh, God, where'd that charger come from? Wait, they're leaving the mission area too. Okay, that gives me some time to get away. I'm gonna go here. I gotta go to the cages though. I'm getting sloppy to pat the ball, but not solid contact at all, really all day. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It's just one of those days too. It could be, you could be not seeing the ball great with the batter's eye behind it, but it's never a bad idea. You get some reps in. Tee work is really good too. Fuck.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
God damn it.
Reporting to the front. Tagging map. East. Close.
God damn it. Are you fucking kidding me? God fucking damn it. Yeah, I can do T work here at home too. My boys love hitting balls off the tee.
Democracy has landed.
Fuck! Dude, the RNG is fucking killing me.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Ready to liberate.
Keep liberty. Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
Orbital strike incoming.
Dropping a pin. North. 200 meters.
Come on.
Tagging map. Southwest. 50 meters.
Fuck me.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
So I'm just... Whoa. Oh, that was fucking awesome. What the fuck? That was great. Liberty, what a pun. Yeah, it's great. Fuck.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
God damn it.
Point me to the enemy.
Delivering payload.
Come on, take him out.
You will never destroy our way of life.
God fucking damn it. Oh my god. Fuck, I need to join up with other people. I'm not gonna be able to get through this on my own. CPU usage was 60% that game. Yeah, there's great puns in this game. There's one about loving the how do you like that taste of freedom? And I've said I love that taste of freedom. That's why I like it all up in my mouth. Yeah, it looks crazy solo. I could do it. I've done it before. Yeah. I could do it. I'm using light armor and it's scout armor. And it's hopes that it prevents them from seeing me.
Helldiver.
So. All right, chat. I'm going to refill my water. I'll be right back.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized. Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat. Helldivers to Hellpods.
Calling down a support weapon. Today the light of liberty will grace the skies of this world once more. Deploying equipment package.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
The fuck? Why did that thing bounce so far away? Oh, extraction available? Sweet.
Calling in extraction. Extraction shuttle inbound. ETA T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Requesting orbital strike.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Requesting air support.
Requesting sentry. Coming in hot. ETA T-minus 2 minutes. Dropping a pin. Southwest. 300 meters.
Fuck. It didn't destroy that?
Calling down a support weapon.
Sending in an eagle.
Requesting air support. T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds. Allied destroyer leaving squadron.
Eagle 1 returning to destroyer
Got a
for
sample.
resupply.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Dropping a pin. South, 100 meters. Requesting orbital strike.
Come on. What the fuck?
Outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
Oh my god. I got a Titan bearing down on me. And they won't fucking climb.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Dude, what the fuck is happening? Are you doing MLB All-Star voting? No, I haven't done it. I should do it, though, because the Phillies are playing so fucking well. But it seems like other Philadelphia fans are doing it.
10 seconds. Clear landing zone. Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
Tagging map, southwest, 100 meters.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Dropping a pin, west, 200 meters.
Calling down a sentry.
Come on. Get there.
Calling in orbital strike.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in
Yes.
20 seconds.
Oh, fuck you. Are you fucking kidding me?
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
You fucking assholes. I was literally right there.
Launch countdown complete. We have to leave now.
I was...
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Dude. That's so fucked. That's so fucked. I was right there. They literally needed to wait 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I was right goddamn there. It's so frustrating. I had a ton of samples too. The ship was going away? What do you mean? You hopped on. The ship stays there if you don't go.
Well done. Welcome aboard, Helldiver.
I had so many samples.
Fighting for peace.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
It's fucking frustrating. It's annoying as fuck.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Let them come. Let them brawl. Let them face the insurmountable might of the Helldivers.
Buffalo, east, 100 meters.
Hi, Baxup. What's up?
Tagging map. 200 meters.
Close.
Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Let me put the bomb in. And then get out. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? That was sick.
Requesting air support. Sample collected. Sending in an eagle. Rare sample acquired. Calling in a hell bomb.
Chilling. Hoping they add the illuminate soon. Overkill. Yeah.
I got the terminal. Hell bomb armed. Clear the area. Found something. Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate. Requesting air support.
Wait, did I just fucking I destroyed it. Fuck. I thought someone told me you can destroy the bomb early.
Calling in a hell bomb. Sending in an eagle.
Eat liberty.
Fire in the hole. Have a taste of democracy. Found something.
Liberty dispensed.
Got a sample. Dropping a pin. Northwest, far.
Here we go. Backstep, what do you mean by illuminate? Are you talking about in Helldivers? Is there like a certain update that they're putting in?
Found something. Requesting air support.
Democracy's on its way. Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
Calling down objective equipment.
Okay.
Found something.
Just gonna sneak around.
Bug tunnel breach. Sending in an eagle. Changing ice. Calling in orbital strike. Calling in orbital strike.
There we go.
Tagging map. East. Far.
All right. I'm gonna let them do that one, and then I can start on the other one, on the main one.
Found something.
Dude, these maps are enormous.
Requesting
Come on, finish it.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting orbital strike. Requesting orbital strike. Requesting orbital strike.
Do 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 do.
Enemy elite, east.
Requesting air support.
Here comes the cavalry.
Sending in an eagle.
Blew his face off. Made it scorpion itself.
Reinforcing.
Come on, teammates.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Bugs, east.
There we go, baby.
Sending in an eagle.
Dropping a pin. West. 50 meters. Sending in an eagle.
Delivering payload.
Tagging map, southeast, far.
Eagle 1 rearmed.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Shit.
Changing ice.
Enemy elite, east, 50 meters. Bug tunnel breach.
Fuck.
Rare sample acquired.
Spotted.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling down a sentry.
Requesting objective equipment.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Okay, there's 2 more sub-objectives. 1 more sub-objective.
Terminate hive structure destroyed.
Engaging terminal. Bug outpost spotted.
Calling in
I got the
orbital
terminal.
strike.
Stay over there. Stay over there.
Requesting air support.
Bug tunnel breach.
Takes care of that.
Engaging terminal.
Reinforcing.
Bug tunnel breach.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been
Requesting air
launched.
support.
Unleashing democracy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shit. Fuck. I was so close.
Forcing. Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate. Joining the fray. Tagging map. Southeast. 300 meters.
Requesting air support.
Requesting air support.
Fuck! The Eagles keep missing and hitting me.
Southeast, 200 meters.
Calling in reinforcements.
Throwing grenade. Get some! Get some!
Reinforcing.
Well, that was cool.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Calling down a support weapon.
Oh my fucking god. I was trying to be nice, and I was trying to drop the cannon for my teammate.
Tagging map, southeast, 200 meters. Calling down a support weapon. Requesting tap back.
Okay, I'm just gonna run away from everything.
Calling in reinforcements. I got the terminal. Dropping a pin, northeast, close.
Requesting sentry.
Bug tunnel breach. Engaging terminal.
Oh my god, I was 1 away! I was 1 away! I was so close! I should have stemmed one more time.
Ready to deliver. Tagging map. South, 100 meters. Dropping a pin. South, 50 meters.
Fuck me! Fuck! Sorry, chat. I'm very frustrated right now because, like, I feel like I can't get anything right.
Heavy, southwest, close. Join the fray. Tagging map, southwest, close.
Calling down a support weapon.
Engaging terminal.
Liberty emerges victorious yet again. Extract when ready.
Dropping a pin.
See.
West.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Requesting air support.
Here comes the cavalry.
Gotta walk in a big fucking circle.
Requesting orbital strike.
Come on, everybody.
Calling it extraction.
There we go. Okay, back from meeting hell. That sucks, Escal. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but welcome back.
Calling down a sentry.
Requesting tac pack. Calling down a support weapon. Dropping a pin. East, 200 meters.
Calling down a sentry.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Sending in an eagle.
Okay, they were for once productive meetings. I'm now on lunch. Yeah, I'll be doing lunch shortly.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
And then I'll have to go to work, unfortunately. I'm coming back. I'm on my way. We ready in an MM? Yep. That's the plan. Fuck.
Freedom never sleeps.
All right, did that clear the path for me to get up there? Fuck. All right, all right, all right. Oh, finally, I'm extracting samples. Thank God.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Thank God.
Today you
Oh.
been a long climb.
My hair is a mess. I need to figure out what I'm doing with it. Or just wear hats on stream from now on. All right.
Now that was
Extracted a bunch. Gonna return to my ship. Do 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 do.
Welcome aboard, Helldiver. Now that you're here.
110. I need 40 more. Damn it. Chat. That's gonna be it for me today. I'm gonna relax a little bit before work and just kind of chill out. I have to go to work or head to work in about 2 hours, and I have to eat lunch. So I'm gonna relax a little bit. With that being said, we are going to raid. Thanks for stream, Shimmer. Make good bank on the field. That's what I'm hoping for. Adios, sir. Have a good one. Stay cool out there. Well, chatters, please stick around because we are going to raid a wonderful friend of ours, No Doubt, for Music Monday. Never adios, only hasta luego. Yeah, you're damn right. I was loiking. Have a good one. Thanks, you, Riley. Also, my computer froze. So, I don't have a mouse right now. There we go. Helldivers is frozen right now for some reason. That's bizarre. But I fixed it now. Like I said, we are going to raid No Doubt, who is doing Music Monday, like they always do. There's a theme every Monday within No Doubt's Discord where people then put songs into a list that No Doubt, Sandy, reviews every week. So that's where we're going, chat. Please give Sandy my best. First song about to play. Oh, perfect timing. I'm about to ruin shit. So yeah, chat. That's it from me today. Thank you all for being in here for the rare day stream. I kind of like doing the day streams because it makes it nice and convenient. And my hair is still a mess. Maybe I'll sneak on for a couple hours in the game later, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel after work. But anyway, so that's it from me today. So wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good night. See you later.
It's from One Tree Hill. Okay, that's what I thought. Ah! Oh god. Uh-oh. Here we go. Uh-oh. It's Ghost. It's Ghost. It's Ghost. The